Now I'm going to go over how to adjust what devices are in which room here and how to add new rooms in the Google Home app. So changing what devices are in what room is actually pretty easy, but creating a new room is not as easy as it should be. But we'll get to that in a moment. So first, if you want to adjust what's in what room, you just want to go and open the Google Home app and go to the settings here. And from here, you want to go to rooms and groups. And from here, you want to go ahead and select the room that you want to adjust which devices are in. So for this, I'm going to choose the deck. And here you can change the name of the room. You can adjust what's in the room. You can delete the room. And you can choose different devices. And that's what we're going to select to go and choose what's in this room. An important thing to remember before we go forward is devices can only be in one room at one time. So you can't have multiple devices in different rooms, just like that would be difficult to do in real life. This one light bulb here, I can't physically have in two rooms in the real world. So in the Home app, I can only have it in one room as well. So first you want to go and check what you want to add to the room. And we can do that. Just know once we add these and click save, it's going to take them out of the room they were in before and put them in the deck room. So do keep that in mind. Now, another thing that's interesting is you can go ahead and remove some things if you want to. And then you can click save. And once it's saved, you can see our devices have changed here. But if we go back in here and just try to remove something, you can see it won't let us save. It's a little weird. It kind of seems like a bug. I don't know why it's like this, but you can only remove things if you're also adding something, which is very weird to me. I don't know why I can't just go in here and remove devices from the room, but it won't let you do that unless you're also adding devices to the room. You can see how that works here. Very weird, very strange, and you'll see more strange things as we go forward with how to adjust rooms and add new rooms. So just keep all of that in mind. So I'm going to exit out of that. And I'm going to go all the way back to the main page here. Now let's talk about creating a new room. So I have all my rooms here that I've already created, and I want to create a new one. There's a few ways to do this. During the setup process, when you're adding a new device to your Google Home ecosystem here, it will ask you to decide what room you want to put it in, or if you want to create a new room. So that's kind of one way. But if your devices are already added and you want to go change what room they're in, you can see if we scroll all the way down, you can see devices that are in your home and not in your room because we removed these from our room. And if I select one of them, I can tap the settings gear in the top right hand corner. I can change the name of that individual device. I can adjust which home it's in if I have multiple homes. I can also add it to a room. So if I click add to room, I have all of my rooms right here in a list, or I can create a new room, which you can see down here. These are the new rooms I can create, or I can create a custom title for that room and name it whatever you want. And you can see now if we jump all the way out of this, I now have a new room here with that device in it. So that's how you do it if you see this section in your home down towards the bottom of the app here. That just means those are devices that you've added in your home but aren't tied to a room. Now, what if your device is already in a room? So let's take this light, for example, but you can do this with pretty much any of the devices here. But we'll do the light and click the settings gear, select room, and you'll see you get this same screen we had before. You can move it to another room if you want to from here, kind of like we did a little while ago, or you can create a new room if you want to from here. So let's say I want the garage, and then click save. If we jump back, we should see garage as a room here somewhere. Here it is. So now you can see the room garage now exists, and it has that device that we went and moved. So those are a few ways you can go and adjust what's in a room, which room it's in, or create a new room. And you're going to kind of have to play around with this depending on the device, because depending on the device, you're going to have to use either the first method we did or the second method we did. As an example, you can see all the dining room lights here. If I want to move them to another room and I click on them, I don't get that settings gear icon up here to go and adjust what room they're in. So in order to adjust the dining room lights, I have to go into the settings at the top of the page, go to rooms, go to dining rooms, go to choose devices, and then do the funky thing to move them around, right? Or I can just go, say I want to move the dining room lights to the entryway. I just go to entryway, choose devices, and find the dining room lights in this list, which are actually the chandelier lights because it's a dining room chandelier. That's how they're named in the Philips Hue app. That's why they look different here than how they are in the room there. And then you click save. So it's not easy. Moving stuff around rooms, another example. If I want to move my Nest thermostat, I click on it, I hit the settings gear. It doesn't give me a way to change the room here. Again, I have to do it the other way. Again, those are the two methods to adjust rooms, create new rooms. Why isn't it just as easy as hitting the plus button here and creating a new room? I have no idea. It's overly complicated and difficult. But as long as, like, when you're adding these devices to your home ecosystem in the first place, you get them in the right room and you create the rooms you need, that'll make it a lot simpler, because doing it after the fact is just overly complicated. So hopefully that gets fixed in the future, but this is how you have to handle it for now. Hopefully this video helps, and if it does, go ahead and leave a like down below and subscribe to the channels to get more videos like this one on how to make your technology work better for you. Thanks.